And a major shakeup in the soda market. Today, PepsiCo announced it's buying the prebiotic soda brand Poppi for nearly $2 billion.
Be gut happy, be gut healthy. That's the promise printed on every can of Poppi, the soda that convinced millions of Americans they could drink something that tasted like a treat and worked like medicine. Low sugar, prebiotics, a gut health fix in a can, sold first at Whole Foods, then Target, then Costco. In May 2025, PepsiCo paid $1.95 billion for that promise. 2 months earlier, a court had been actively deciding whether that promise was a lie. This is the story of how a soda built entirely on a health claim got sold for nearly $2 billion, and how the man who engineered its rise had built the exact same playbook once before with the exact same outcome. Allison Ellsworth's story is the kind Silicon Valley and Shark Tank both love. In 2015, dealing with ongoing health issues, she discovered apple cider vinegar and started experimenting in her Dallas kitchen, mixing it with fruit juice and sparkling water to make something drinkable. She called it Mother Beverage. Within 3 weeks of selling it at a farmer's market, a Whole Foods buyer stopped by her booth and asked to set up a meeting. By 2018, Mother Beverage was doing about $500,000 in revenue. That same year, 9 months pregnant, Ellsworth and her husband Stephen flew to Los Angeles to pitch it on Shark Tank. One guest investor made an offer, $400,000 for 25% of the company. His name was Rohan Oza, and if you know beverage marketing, that name should already make you nervous. Rohan Oza is nicknamed, without irony, the brand father. He built his reputation as head of marketing for a drink called Vitaminwater, signing celebrities like 50 Cent and LeBron James not as spokespeople, but as equity partners, turning them into evangelists with a financial stake in the hype. Coca-Cola bought Vitaminwater for $4.1 billion in 2007. Here's what Oza's Vitaminwater playbook actually looked like once you got past the marketing. A 20-ounce bottle contained roughly 33 grams of sugar, not far off a can of regular soda, sold under labels reading, "Vitamins plus water equals what's in your hand," and "Vitamins plus water equals all you need." In 2010, a nutrition advocacy group sued Coca-Cola, arguing Vitaminwater was, in plain terms, sugar water with a health costume on. The case dragged on for 6 years. In 2016, Coca-Cola settled, agreeing to drop the "what's in your hand" language and disclose calorie counts more clearly. Rohan Oza didn't just witness that lawsuit. He built the marketing that caused it, and in 2018, he walked into a Shark Tank studio and invested in a company selling a nearly identical pitch, this time called Poppi. What happened next wasn't organic growth, it was engineered virality. In 2020, with Oza's help, Mother Beverage became Poppi. In 2021, the company raised $13.5 million in a funding round stacked with celebrity investors, Russell Westbrook, Halsey, the Chainsmokers, Olivia Munn. The brand became a TikTok fixture, its pastel cans photographed at every influencer's kitchen counter, always carrying the same message: this soda is good for you. It worked. By 2023, Poppi had crossed $100 million in sales and landed in over 30,000 stores nationwide, including Sam's Club and Costco. The entire pitch rested on one specific claim: 2 grams of prebiotic fiber, sourced from agave inulin, working to support a healthy gut, all while charging a real premium over regular soda for the privilege. 2 grams is a very specific, very small number, and numbers like that tend to attract people who actually check the math. In May 2024, a woman named Kristen Cobbs filed a lawsuit against Poppi's parent company. The claim was precise. 2 grams of inulin fiber is too small an amount to produce any meaningful gut health benefit. According to the plaintiff's own experts, a person would need to drink more than 4 cans of Poppi a day to get a clinically meaningful effect from the fiber. And at that volume, the sugar in those 4 cans would cancel out whatever benefit the fiber provided anyway. In plain terms, the amount of health in a can of Poppi was allegedly too small to matter, and the amount you'd need to drink to make it matter would allegedly make it worse for you. It's the same shape of problem a federal court had already forced Rohan Oza's last drink to answer for. The lawsuit alleged this violated California's false advertising law, the Consumers Legal Remedies Act, and the unfair competition law. Poppi denied the allegations and said it would defend itself vigorously in court. Then something happened that changed the calculation entirely. In January 2025, PepsiCo announced it was buying Poppi for $1.95 billion. 3 weeks later, in early February 2025, the gut health lawsuit was paused, put on hold specifically to allow settlement negotiations. Not dismissed, not won, paused, right as the acquisition was closing. In March 2025, the settlement terms were finalized. $8.9 million, covering every U.S. consumer who bought Poppi between January 2020 and mid-2025. Poppi's statement was careful. The company acknowledges no wrongdoing and settled to avoid the cost and risk of continued litigation. The PepsiCo deal closed on May 19, 2025. By the time refund claims closed, over 2 million people had filed for a payout without even needing proof of purchase. Checks worth up to $9, funded out of an $8.9 million pool, while the people who built and sold the company walked away with $1.95 billion. Allison Ellsworth built something real in her kitchen, a drink that tasted good, that people genuinely wanted, that solved a real problem she'd personally experienced. That part of this story isn't in dispute. But somewhere between the farmer's market and the Costco shelf, this made me feel better became, this will make your gut healthier. A specific, measurable scientific claim that a court found millions of Americans paid a premium to believe. And the man who helped engineer that transformation had already run this exact experiment once on a $4.1 billion brand with a 6-year lawsuit to show for it. The lesson wasn't don't oversell a health claim. It was the lawsuit is a cost of doing business and it's cheaper than you'd think. If you think dressing up a health claim to sell a soda is bad, wait until you hear about a company that turned "Trust me, it's random" into a $25 billion business, then got accused of deciding who wins before you ever open the box. That's the story of fanatics. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with anyone who's ever paid extra for a can that promised more than it could prove.